is going to go over extension program for the knee. Extend is when we bring the knee straight like that. So if you can't bring your knee straight, this is what you should do. First of all, we're going to do a knee extension mobilization. We're going to roll up a yoga mat. And with the yoga mat, we're just going to bring our affected knee on the yoga mat, and we're going to exert a downward force straight down into the floor above our kneecap. So if the kneecap is here, then we want to be right above there. And our foot's relaxed, and we're just going to push down so that the knee goes towards the floor. It might feel like you're hyperextending, but it's totally safe to do this for your knee. And you're going to press down 30 times in that direction. And then what you can do is, if you don't have a lot of knee extension, you can go like this. And what you're going to do is do a quad set on both sides. The quad is the muscle that comes from your kneecap and goes up to your hip. So if you put your hands on your quads, you can feel that muscle contract, and your kneecap will go up slightly when that contracts. So you want to try to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. When you hold, your knees will go down towards the floor. Again, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Push down, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. You're going to do that 10 times. And then you can progress to the point where you can do this on the floor. Now when you do this on the floor, if you do a quad set, see how both of my heels come up off of the ground slightly? And you want to look at, is the left and the right heel coming off equally when I do a quad set, or is one not coming off? So you want to work with your range of motion and your strength until both heels are coming off equally. And you can do that best by sitting in this position and just looking at your ankles. The inside ankle bones, are they coming up as high on one side versus the other? So if you get to that point where you get that knee extension, or at least to the point where they're barely lifting off the ground when you push your knees down, then you can start doing quad sets with the straight leg raise. And so for that, we're going to come back on our elbows, bend to one knee, and then the first part of this is exactly like we just did the quad set. So I'm pushing down, so my heel comes off a little bit, and I'm holding that quad set as I lift my leg up and come down. I'm resetting the quad, lifting the leg up, coming down, resetting it, and I'm going to do 10 reps of a straight leg raise. Push down, and push down, etc. It's very important that we push down first, because that makes it a quad exercise. If we don't push down first and we lift it, see how my knee is bending a little bit, then that just becomes a hip exercise. So we really want to make sure we're pushing the knee down first and then lifting, and then we'll feel it in this area in our thigh. So after we can do that, we want to look at how many straight leg raises can we do on the unaffected side, and then compare it to how many we can do in a row on the affected side. And we're going to work up the number until those are equal side to side. So after that, we can also practice straight leg raise on the wall. So we're going to bring both knees back into the wall. If there's a baseboard, it might be tough to get both knees to come back to the wall to the same distance. And some of us are a little larger up top, and it might be that we need to come away from the wall a little bit. And in that case, what you can do is simply put the pillow behind you, so you're a little further away from the wall, but it's the same thing. You're just pushing your knees back into the pillow at the same time on both feet. So that concludes level 1. You can start with the first part, the knee extension and the quad sets, and you can progress to the straight leg raise when you have full range of motion. And you can progress to the standing also when you can do the straight leg raise. So some of these are one after the other when you reach that level.